James Whitey Bulger, the feared Boston mob boss who became one of the USA's most wanted fugitives, has been convicted in a string of 11 killings and dozens of other gang-related crimes, many of them committed while he was said to be an FBI informant. Bulger was charged primarily with racketeering, which listed 33 criminal acts, among them 19 murders that he allegedly helped orchestrate or carried out himself during the 1970s and 1980s, while he led the Winter Hill Gang, Boston's ruthless Irish mob.
Today is a day that many in this city thought would never come. James J. Whitey Bulger now stands convicted for his role as the ringleader of the murderous Winter Hill Gang. This day of reckoning for Bulger has been a long time in coming.
After 4 days of deliberations, the federal jury decided he took part in 11 of those murders, along with nearly all the other crimes on the list, including acts of extortion, money laundering, and drug dealing. Bulger could get life in prison at sentencing on the 13th of November, but given his age, even a modest term could amount to a life sentence for the white-bearded ex-gangster.
Mr. Bulger knew, as soon as he was arrested, that he was going to die behind the walls of a prison or on a gurney getting injected with a chemical that would kill him. This trial has never been about Jim Bulger being set free and coming out of this courthouse.
Outside the courtroom, relatives of the victims hugged each other, the prosecutors and even defense attorneys. Patricia Donahue and her son Thomas were relieved to finally see Bulger convicted in the murder of Michael Donahue, who authorities say was an innocent victim who died in a hail of gunfire while giving a ride to an FBI informant marked for death by Bulger.
After 31 years, after a lot of FBI cover-ups, deceits, and lies, we finally have somebody guilty in the murder of my father.
Prosecutors at the 2-month trial portrayed Bulger as a cold-blooded, hands-on boss who killed anyone he saw as a threat, along with innocent people who happened to get in the way. Then, according to testimony, he would go off and take a nap while his underlings cleaned up. Bulger's lawyer has said he intends to appeal because the judge didn't let him argue that he had been granted immunity for his crimes by a now-dead federal prosecutor. He spent 16 years on the run and was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list before he was finally captured in 2011 in Santa Monica, California.